Hello and welcome back to my channel. We have officially completed 1 month of the self-concept challenge. Yay! I'm going to be so completely honest right now. There were moments where I actually forgot I was doing a challenge. Not to say that I was intentionally compromising myself, but I wasn't actively remembering that I'm supposed to be doing a self-concept challenge and focusing primarily on self-concept. I found a solution. I wrote it on a sticky note so that I can see it every day to remind myself what my goal is. I know that I've been giving updates periodically, which that helps me be accountable to myself and to make sure that I am consistently not only doing this self-concept challenge, but to make sure that I upload to YouTube consistently. I'm thinking about doing monthly updates instead of periodic ones for the remainder of this challenge. I'll make sure to give a more detailed update at the end of the challenge because there are only 2 months left, so I'm thinking the third one will be the more conclusive one. Anyways, let's get into the video. I completed a mini challenge for 21 days that focused on emotional freedom and detachment. In the first week of the challenge, I did notice a big difference when it came to how I thought about my desires. I started feeling less attached to having my desires. I strengthened my emotional resilience. I've been practicing shifting my focus to what I want instead of dwelling on what I don't want. I would say completing this mini challenge was a big moment for me. Yes, I listened to my previous playlist for 21 days and now I have this 21-day challenge under my belt. There were moments where I had to make time to complete the challenge, and I'm really glad I did. I did learn a lot about myself throughout this challenge. I started to understand my needs. I started to prioritize my well-being more. It feels really good to learn more about myself and to feel good. I think completing this challenge has inspired me to want to feel good. It's not to say that having other emotions are bad or anything, but it's about recognizing those emotions, as part of the human experience, but choosing to feel good. I had moments where I did not feel good, especially when I switched my playlist. I felt so bad. I cried a lot. I just had little motivation to get out of bed, but I started to move out of that and doing things that make me happier and doing things that make me feel good. There's a mini challenge within the emotional freedom challenge where we had to do things that actually bring us joy. When I started doing that, I felt like something has been missing from my days. Yes, I love filming and editing. I really do love it. But I miss having something to look forward to. And that was something that I learned to incorporate joy into my days to give me something to look forward to. Yeah, I really learned some things about myself during this mini challenge. I will link it if anyone's interested in doing it. I believe there's an affirmation tape that goes with it, but I chose not to listen to the affirmation tape. This self-concept challenge has been mind-blowing again in ways that I couldn't have predicted. I'm able to focus more on having my desires, and whenever I do have self-doubt, it's just noise for me at this point. It's irrelevant. I've been doing inner work where I've been doing this meditation on cutting the cords. I haven't really done any journal prompts at the moment. I do plan on doing them at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But I will say whenever I am moved to do journal prompts, I will do them. But I did a cord cutting meditation. I did several. I was cutting cords left and right. I'm taking a break because I don't feel the need to do it anymore, or at least at this moment. So I'm in this group, and someone had mentioned breaking up with your old self using a cord cutting meditation. It never occurred to me to break up with my old self. Like, because I've been focusing more on self-concept, some things that pop up from my old ways of thinking is kind of laughable to me. It's kind of laughable to me. Like, I really used to think that way. Like, I would just take this, situation emotionally and not transmute it to feel better. Or like I would just look at things from an insecure way of thinking. Like, what? I had to start laughing at myself because I was like, why would I have ever thought about that? Or this, why would this have even affect me when I don't really care? Like, it's really irrelevant to me. So yes, I started laughing at myself, or at least laughing at the old versions of me.
I'm smiling, but it ain't funny. I'm smiling, but it ain't funny.
And I'll do that sometimes when the old story pops up and I'm like, this is hilarious because I don't even think like that anymore. There would be times where I would just express gratitude when I would notice certain things from the old frequency. I can't blame my past self for doing what she thought was best. And I even love her more. She did what had to be done and she reacted the way she thought was best. I mean, yes, my old frequency, she was something. I'll say that. She was something, for lack of a better word. She did what she knew. She used the knowledge that she had at the time to get her through the day. And I can't be mad at her. I broke up with my old frequency. I've been proactive over reaffirming my identity and just choosing different thoughts, choosing better thoughts. I'm more mindful of my energy and what I say. I started a yoga journey with Yoga with Adrienne. She has like 30-day programs on there, and I remember doing them, but again, this is past self, but I wasn't the type of person who was consistent back then. But since I am the type of person who is consistent now, I'm being consistent with it. I really just started it on Monday, so today is really day 3. Yoga has always been a way for me to practice being present and mindful. My main focus really has been to get 1% better each day. I set many goals for myself, and I am building more trust in myself, and taking care of myself it's been a necessity. As far as self-concept goes, one thing that I've been focusing on is remaining in imagination more. So that looks like shifting my thoughts to what I want them to be, or just choosing to affirm for my identity versus going on autopilot. I'm still learning to catch myself when I go on autopilot. I be having the most random thoughts ever. And whenever I catch myself, I'm like, what was I just thinking about? But I've been catching it more and more each day. Since I started this challenge focusing on like my main desires, I'm just going to rein it in and focus on strengthening that foundation. I have no idea what my focus will be for the last month of the challenge, and that's okay. I will give a more detailed update. I have been keeping track of the progress I've made, so I'm going to condense it into a video and let y'all know. For right now, these will be like summaries of updates. That's all for now. Thank you for joining me today. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!